Year 3 of the crew, Motorfest officially kicks off on November 5, 2025, with Season 8 opening the slate and launching a broad Year 3 program that runs through roughly November 2025 to October 2026. Ubisoft framed Year 3 around deeper customization, creator tools, and major brand collaborations, starting with a prominent BMW partnership, new stance customization, including over 40 branded rims, and new themed playlists like Street Riders. The Year 3 Pass unlocks 20-plus new cars over the year, with a handful available day 1 on November 5th. Season 8 specifically leans into street culture. Expect freeform Street Riders events, races without a fixed route or predefined lines, mono-brand playlists celebrating BMW, and a push toward deeper visual car mods and stance tuning that emphasize show-style street builds. Ubisoft's showcase also teased RC car-themed content, expanded personalization, and a new progression/ranking tweak for Massive Race. Looking ahead, Ubisoft presented a multi-season Year 3 roadmap, Season 9, expected to begin around March 4, 2026, and Season 10 later in the Year 3 cycle will continue the mix of branded playlists, more islands and locations, and new gameplay modes. Rumors and previews point to NASCAR-related events, TrackForge improvements, extra islands, and even stunt-oriented areas. The Year 3 Pass is positioned as the backbone, early access to cars, exclusive playlists, and cosmetic packs rolling across Seasons 8 to 10. Year 3 pushes Motorfest further toward player expression and competition, and that matters for sim fans who want meaningful vehicle identity and event depth. Stance and branded rims mean visual tuning finally gets parity with mechanical tuning. If you race in leagues or stream builds, you'll have far richer levers to craft a signature car. The BMW collaboration also means iconic models, including new BMW M2 CS appearances, are front and center, which feeds both collector instincts and competitive variety. On the gameplay side, the introduction of free-run Street Riders events, races that remove strict lines and reward route choice, gives skillful drivers creative space to exploit shortcuts and show classical racing craft in new ways. For sim fans who love optimization and micro-improvements, these events create new high-skill play patterns, finding optimal lines where none are flagged, masterfully using stance and handling combos, and building meta strategies around modifiers. The Year 3 Pass's steady stream of cars also keeps meta evolution alive across Seasons 8 to 10, which is crucial for long-term competitive scenes. Finally, the teased additions, NASCAR integrations, RC playlists, and TrackForge enhancements suggest Ubisoft wants to blend spectacle, competitive discipline, and creator tools. That mix can sustain long-term community racing. More event types, more maps, more user-created content equals more reasons for sim players to stay engaged. There's a lot to be excited about, but also some practical questions the community is watching closely. First, how deep is the Year 3 Pass content versus free content? Ubisoft confirmed 20-plus cars for the Pass, but players want clarity on which cars are free, which are gated, and how crucial Pass cars will be for competitive playlists. Perception of value will make or break Year 3's reception. Second, how robust are the new customization and stance systems in competitive play? Stance tuning and 40-plus rims are great visually, but will stance affect hitboxes, collision behavior, or online stability? Sim fans worry about cosmetic features being withheld while impactful mechanical meta changes slip through without balance. Early impressions from previews are positive on visuals, but balance and netcode effects remain to be measured on live servers. Third, multiplayer and event integrity. New free route events and massive race ranking tweaks sound exciting, but they raise synchronization questions. How will the game handle route divergence, ghost data, and leaderboard fairness? If Season 8's free races reward creative routing, servers and leaderboards must be robust enough to fairly adjudicate split paths and shortcuts, otherwise high-skill exploits could overshadow genuine competition. Fourth, the cadence and quality of Seasons 9 and 10. Ubisoft's roadmap teases NASCAR collabs, new islands, and TrackForge upgrades across these later seasons, but the community will be watching for concrete timelines, platform parity, and whether console players get feature parity at launch. Mistimed drops, unclear monetization of DLC, or uneven platform treatment could sour goodwill. Finally, community reaction and mod and creator tools. TrackForge and Creator features were mentioned as Year 3 pillars. The effectiveness of these tools, how intuitive they are, what they allow creators to build, and how well Ubisoft promotes the best community content will be decisive for Year 3's longevity. If creators can produce compelling islands, stunt courses, or RC-focused arenas, Seasons 9 and 10 could explode with community-driven events. If not, Motorfest risks becoming cyclical rather than generative. Year 3 is shaping up to be the experimental, creative chapter for the crew. Motorfest, it's less about raw feature parity with sims and more about extending the sandbox, deepening personalization, and giving creators and brands room to play. Season 8 is the launchpad, stance, branded rims, BMW Spotlight, 2 fresh playlists and a Year 3 pass that promises 20-plus cars. If Ubisoft nails balance, server stability, and transparent value, Seasons 9 and 10 could expand the game into something that combines spectacle and long-term competitive intrigue. On the flip side, the risks are real: unclear free versus paid content splits, online adjudication for free route events, and the tempo of later season drops will shape whether Motorfest's Year 3 is remembered as a creative renaissance or a scattershot experiment. For sim racing players and competitive communities, the best outcome is a Year 3 cycle that keeps adding meaningful tools such as TrackForge and league support, interesting cars, and fair competitive frameworks. If those come together, expect a lively, diverse Year 3 that keeps wheels turning and communities building for months, maybe years, to come.